Okay, you get a W-2 from every place that you work at. So if you have like 3 jobs, you get 3 W-2s. If you have 1 job, you get 1 W-2. This is basically, you'll actually get quite a few copies of it. Notice that this one on the bottom says copy for state, city, or local tax department. They give you like 4 copies. I think one is for you to use during your taxes. One is to file with your state taxes. One is to file with your federal taxes. And I think they maybe give you 2 copies to just keep. So a W-2 is I'm going to go back to this now. This is a wage statement. Given to you by your job. It gives details you will need for your taxes. Now, as horrific the idea is has anybody opened the 1040 instructions yet on their computer? Go ahead and open it up. How many pages is in that document? 113 pages in this document. So to do your taxes, do you have to read 113 pages?
Nope, just get to the places you need to be and get out.
Get to the places you need to be and get out. That is a great answer. All right, so I'm scrolling down right now in the 1040 instructions, and I'm just going to go down a few. It explains kind of who should be doing what's new, places you could file online. I'm going down to let's see, first and middle name. Okay, so if you go down to page 12, page 12 is where the line instructions start. So this is basically like if you were taking a test or doing some homework for me and you were like, Ms. Nussbaum, I've got a question about problem 14. Do you see how every line on this 1040 document, it has a number on it? You can look them up by number. So you can be like, what the heck are they talking about on 1H? And then you can scroll down to 1H in the document and see exactly what they're talking about. Sometimes the directions are easy to understand, sometimes they're not. Right now, let's fill out, while we're on this sheet, let's fill out federal income taxes. What does the word federal mean? Yep.
Just means for federal government.
Mm-hmm.
So federal government being the highest level of government.
Right. Over state governments is so you have to pay 2 kinds of taxes. You have to pay federal, which is like the USA taxes, and then you also have to pay state taxes, so taxes that are specific to Minnesota. Why do you think we have to pay 2 different kinds? Triton.
Because of the way our government's set up, it allows for a certain level of like autonomy for states.
Right.
To have their like own governments. Those governments still have to answer to the federal government.
Mm-hmm.
But so those state governments can have their own taxes.
Right, like state police, we might have state, a lot of public education stuff is run through the state. So the state kind of decides what they do with their own taxes as well as the government decides what they would do with their taxes. For example, like the military and stuff, that's more the federal government, where public schooling would be more the state government. There actually are combined for quite a few things. So these are the taxes you pay for being a United States citizen. These are going to be more usually, than state taxes. And does anybody remember what taxable income is? Compared to your gross income, which is everything, yeah?
Your taxable income is your income after taxes.
No,
Or it's the amount taken from your income.
no, yep,
Your taxable income is your income minus the 1200.
right, minus the deductions. So remember that there's that deduction that will like give you enough money to live, okay? So this is your income minus any deductions. And you guys remember that you could take the standard deduction or you could take itemized deductions, which you would probably do if you had something like a business or running your own farm or something like that. Have you ever done itemized deductions, Mrs. Pierce?
When I did daycare,
I bet.
otherwise, no, you need so many health bills and stuff to really make it worthwhile that,
Yeah,
yeah.
doing itemized deductions is a lot of work because you have to prove everything basically with receipts and that kind of thing. So most people don't do that unless it is really beneficial to you. Or you pay somebody else to do that for you, like a tax preparer. A 1040 form is the standard form used for federal taxes. There are other forms, but most people end up using a 1040 in some way or another. They used to have something called a 1040 EZ, which was very nice for people, especially who were right out of like high school or college and didn't have a lot of other things going on. But now everybody has to do the 1040. But it's only, one page, front and back. But there's lots of little things we have to be able to do to make that happen. Okay, let's go back to this W-2. So on this W-2, I'm going to point out a few things that I want to talk about. I wonder if they have extra W-2s in the back of this book. That'd be really nice. Okay, so this right here, this is your earnings for the year. That's how much money you made this year. It looks like this person made $21,972. And out of that $21,972, maybe they're working a job while they're in college.